There's an article posted on August 30th of 2016, but was last revised January 29th of 2018 called Let the Bear Beware, What Drives Stock Recalls. And here's what it says. We find that high recall activity predicts poor stock performance and precedes the lowest returns by 2 months. This suggests that these short sellers are forced out of otherwise profitable positions prematurely. Short sellers lose more of their potential profits if lenders have access to non-public information signals. If high inventory concentration and correlated signals among lenders limit loan diversification, and if negative information diffuses slowly in the market, overall, we established that informational sophistication of lenders is the primary driver of informative stock recalls, which are most damaging to profitable short positions. The Roaring Kitty could have been potentially hinting at this. We saw a post on May 16th, 2024, where this guy's carrying a briefcase. Then you see a bunch of papers fly out, right? This briefcase says RK Gill, Roaring Kitty, Keith Gill, right? A bunch of papers fly out. And then it says, bear beware, you're in for a scare, so on and so forth. People are wondering if Roaring Kitty is about to potentially recall his shares, and I'm going to explain what this could possibly do. Now, he could have been hinting at it very recently. Greg sent out donuts to the incoming KC shuffle flight and started counting down 3, 2, 1, Sunday to Monday. Roaring Kitty, last 3 have been signals. I'm calling them back. Time you returned, and then Buck the Bunny returns with the 109 on the bottom for the time limit over on YouTube. Greg also indicated that Casey Shuffle on 12/31 interacts and was hired by Buck, so on and so forth. The list goes on and on. Now, what are some signals or reasons that your shares could be recalled? Well, one of them is a merger. This could also be speculation alongside that emoji. I don't know if they're going to merge with Unity. I don't know if there is going to be some sort of buyout with Bed Bath & Beyond or merge with AMC or something along the lines of that. This is all pure tinfoil hat theory. Now, shareholder voting, sometimes these shares need to be recalled. If there is a shareholder vote or something like that, the shares have to be in that person's specific name. Dividends or corporate actions, also regulatory or legal compliance, short selling, and FTDs. In cases of excessive short selling or regulatory scrutiny during a buy-in process or fails to deliver under SEC rules, brokers may recall shares to address delivery obligations. We have seen the mass amount of number of FTDs in GameStop, and then the sum that they erase, which we don't even know the number is, and that the SEC declines to basically hand over those numbers due to protection reasons, right? And that protection reason is clearly to save the overall market, because what happened back in the 2008 Volkswagen squeeze, well, FTDs had something to do with that. An FTD occurs when a short seller does not deliver securities to the buyer within the standard short settlement period. In the context of a short squeeze like Volkswagen, FTDs would increase because short sellers couldn't find shares to close out their positions. The inability to deliver these shares due to the lack of available stock in the market directly contributed to the squeeze. There was increased buying pressure as short sellers scrambled to buy shares to cover their positions or settle trades. This buying pressure drove the stock price exponentially. The Volkswagen stock price soared because of the demand from short sellers trying to cover, but with no shares to buy. FTDs became a visible symptom of the underlying problem of too many uncovered short positions, and that is what you're seeing right now. And Roaring Kitty is about to pull out, let's just say, a Hulk candle and absolutely obliterate short sellers. Here's what I'm saying. If it does not sound like English to everybody listening to the video, if there is no more shares to deliver and there is way too high amounts of FTDs, okay, way too much, just like the Volkswagen short squeeze in 2008, which there are tons of FTDs. The SEC has basically said that to us indirectly, saying, oh shit, right? We're not going to show you these. Okay, if Roaring Kitty decides to recall his shares, those shares are recalled, or he decides to exercise his positions in his call contracts on AMC or on GameStop. What does that mean? That means, just like Volkswagen short squeeze, the brokers, the market makers, they have to go in and they have to fish. They have to fish for these GameStop shares. Now, if there is only 2 fish in this lake and you need 100 fish, what do you think is going to happen? If 100 people need to eat, what are they going to pay for these 2 fish? Do you understand? The price of GameStop is going to absolutely fucking break markets. And I know I didn't talk about AMC enough in the last video, and that is what I'm going to do right now before we get into GameStop's chart, because obviously I want to talk about GameStop, but I want to talk about AMC as well, because I didn't mean to necessarily put it on the back burner yesterday. But a lot of people were upset about that. Listen to me when I tell you this. I've said it time and time again. When AMC is barcoding, it's barcoding. There's not a lot of price action to talk about. There's not a catalyst to talk about. However, AMC gaps up into a squeeze. GameStop melts up into a squeeze. These stocks do this. So what do I mean by that? If you look at AMC historically, it does not melt up like GameStop into a squeeze. It trades at such a low level before gapping unexpectedly, whoa, into a squeeze. So what's going to happen? One day you're going to wake up and AMC is not going to be up 13%, and then it's going to be up 13% Tuesday, and then 13% Wednesday, and then 20% Thursday, 40% Friday, right? What it's going to look like is AMC's up 200%. What the fuck is going on? AMC's up 1,000%. What the fuck is going on? AMC doesn't trade like GameStop in that sense. This is what I'm expecting. And if you look, this is somewhere we could be at. AMC bottomed out December 30th back in this cycle. Now, given dates are a little bit off year to year, but it bottomed out right here January 5th. Or you did see it bottom January 4th, right? So we could be slightly accelerated. Either way, you're right here in AMC, okay? So whatever price action you get, when I see some sort of movement on these plays, I expect the most movement on AMC from the 15th to the 19th. Okay, so if we look at the chart from the 15th to the 21st, right, because the 19th is on a weekend. So the 17th to the 21st is when I see the most movement coming in on AMC into that week of the 23rd, so on and so forth. But ultimately, the start of movement should be January 8th or so. Same with GameStop. Right now, this is what we've been calling out for. This is what we've been expecting. GameStop to come back down potentially and hold that low of $30.30 if it even wants to come back down, like the previous cycle that you saw back here. Climb up, gap higher, and go into a squeeze. You saw this back here, January 8th, we really saw movement finally out of this wedge. What that would look like right now is January 6th or 7th, which is actually Monday into Tuesday. I'm looking for that gap up and actually get things, riled up to start having fun. Then you see another leg up on the 7th to the 8th, then the 9th. And you know what the 9th is, the markets close. But after that, I think some serious stuff is about to get going on these plays, and I'm extremely hyped for it. Now, if you guys aren't yet, I want to talk about SPY, I want to talk about crypto, but if you're not yet, I'm just going to please tell you to get in the Discord, because I can't respond to every comment, and I also can't help every single person who is not in the Discord on your financial journey as much as I can assist you as if you are in the Discord, because there's like-minded people in here who like to help you, who have the information, have the answers for you, and it's just the best place to go, right? It's the top link in the description. We also have a ton of other benefits we'll talk about at the end of the video, but short sellers in 2024 in total are down almost $190 billion, billion dollars with a B. Mark-to-market losses as Wall Street soars. Taking a look at the S&P 500, we saw this V-shaped recovery and got this little rejection here, and we slowly climbed up after hours. And here's what I'm expecting. Based on previous moves for the SPY, you could see a potential retrace down to 588.40 or 588.30 just to get another bounce off of and keep climbing. So watch that level on open if things start to bleed off, 588.30. Now, if things don't start to bleed off, that is okay. As of right now, you're looking at a potential straight shot back to 604.50 before, well, you could say either melting down or finishing that leg up into late February, which is what we covered. I really don't have to talk about the SPY right now, right? Ultimately, what I can tell you about the SPY is it looks like it wants to go green. However, if we aren't going to end up making or retesting the highs on the SPY or breaking the highs on the SPY, you're going to get rejected. You're going to get rejected probably Tuesday or Wednesday, in my opinion. Sell out for the rest of the week and look for a breakdown. With that being said, Monday into Wednesday, what you could see is a potential move up to 599.55 and maybe even a wick higher to fake people out. Maybe you come up to 602 with a wick and then we start to crash. Things aren't serious until you get back above 606. Once you get above 606 and you see a daily candle close up here, that's when you start to step off the bear gas a little bit and think about going long, at least until things are done with the market. Now, Sui hit an all-time high. Shout out Sui. We have talked about some coins on the Sui blockchain in Discord before, and Sui has been ripping heads off, so hopefully some of these coins will follow it. Yeah, it's looking beautiful. This thing is still very, very cheap, and it's one that you should definitely take a look into. Bitcoin finally getting a little bit of a bounce off of 91K and actually breaking above a fib at 97,600, which is a crucial level for Bitcoin. If we take a look back during the January cycle, you can see we got the sell-off period back here, this large wick down, and then you started to climb to ultimately make all-time highs. Are we going to see that? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe Bitcoin sees all-time highs, and if it does, you're likely going to see that coming into the 9th when the markets are closed, with Bitcoin probably nearing between 116 and 122,000. I think we are about to enter a very, very bullish setup environment for crypto as a whole. And it's not even Bitcoin. Look at the altcoins, look at the meme coins. Take a look at Dogecoin back here in December of 2020, right here. This is what you saw. And then January of 2021, you saw mega highs, but it really does not end there. This is so much different than Bitcoin. Bitcoin's dominance eventually ends up fading, right? Dogecoin, now given their catalysts were different, end of February alongside AMC, GameStop, other memes, Dogecoin makes another high. What happens later on? You come to April, again, like Roaring Kitty, that April 20th moment, everything makes another high. This could potentially be a requel of that. And I'm just saying, watch these meme coins. Bonk is getting another bounce here. Hopefully we hold up and break these highs. We really want to get above 404 to see anything exciting begin to happen with Bonk, but I do still hold some Bonk. Overall, guys, that is what I got for you for today's video, or tonight's video. I'm sorry, it's going up pretty late. I was busy today. Also had a headache all day. Finally caved in and took ibuprofen. I really don't take any medicine ever. I try to just avoid it as long as possible. Check for hydration, check for sleep, check for food. Overall. But that is it, guys. I love you all. Make sure to join the Discord. The link is in the description. We have options, sweep alerts in there, market news alerts in there. You see my trades as soon as I take them, insider trade alerts, dark pool trade alerts, and more. And it's a very cheap Discord with one tier, so you can join in and get access to everything and come show love in the community. It is 2025. If you want, first of all, subscribe to the channel, but there are another link under the description, under the Discord link. It's for Mumu. I don't know why it keeps showing me the screen, probably because I'm logged in. Basically, you press the link, open in a Mumu account, it's a free broker, and deposit into your account once they approve you, and you will start earning up to 15 free stocks, each valued up to $2,000 per stock. And on that cash that's sitting in your account, your uninvested cash will earn 8.1% APY, and then you're getting level 2 order book data for free, access to trading options, going long, going short, viewing other exchanges, and more as a retail trader. So go do that, guys. Do not sleep on it. Those two links, Discord and Mumu, should take you no longer than 5 minutes to get both of them done, and you could be in a brand new Discord to start the week and have a brand new trading platform with free stocks coming your way. Again, sign up, make a deposit, all that other stuff. I love you all. God bless. Lottery Stocks out.